Okay, welcome to day 3. It's been an amazing ride from day 1, day 2, and day 3. And I'm sure that everyone here has been having an awesome time. I have. I'm hoping that every other person here has been having an impactful moment listening from our speaker, Coach Tade Cash.
All right, so good evening, everyone, again. Welcome to day what? What day is this again?
3.
Day what?
3.
Come on, you're just speaking casually. Day what?
3.
Okay, should I say sisters should say day 3 first before the brothers? I think it's good. Let's go back to the old Orthodox version. So sisters is day what?
Day 3.
You're speaking for them. So brothers is day what?
The sisters have it.
Okay, somebody always have to have it. But welcome, we're excited to have you around, and welcome again, joining in. Coach Tade said a lot of things. Let me take it up from where you said. Coach Tade said a lot of things, and it's been an exciting journey. How many of you were around for this exclusive session this morning? 1, 2, 3 at the back. Don't worry. All we can say to you is that you missed. And that's the real thing we can just say to you, that you really missed out. But you're welcome to this evening, and you're going to actually have good time or good resources given to you by way of knowledge for the time you're going to invest. So turn around to someone, all right? And when we're done with all of the meet and greets, then we'll come back with notices, we'll come back with things that you need to be aware of for today's session, and then we'll jump straight in. Again, it's an important time for you to network. What do you say?
An important time to network. We cannot overemphasize the importance of networking and meeting new people every day. People are the greatest resource you can ever have. So please go ahead and network for the next 3 minutes.
3.
Meet someone you've not met before from day 1 till now.
Someone
It's
you've not met.
small.
So if you're sitting down, you're wrong. That's what we're saying. It means that 5 years from now, someone can check it out and see that you were in leverage and see that moment where you were probably picking your nose, probably doing something. You don't want that to be on record, right? So we ask you to be proper. Also, in that same light, we ask that your phones be turned off. And where you cannot put off your phone, we ask that you put it on vibration, that we don't want to hear ringtones coming from different directions around here. It would distract not only you, but also distract the people who are around you. So we ask you to tolerate or bear tolerance with other people around you. So please put your phones on vibration. If you forgot to do that, or you're not sure, I will permit you to put your head down, look at your phone, check your bags, and be sure that it's on silent mode or on vibration mode.
We have a couple of things a couple of to-do lists that Coach Tade had given to us right from day one till now. But before we get into the to-do list, for those who have not been available since 3 days ago, I'd like us to take a review now, if that's okay, Reverend. We can take a review and, just have 1, 2, 3 people share with us what they learned yesterday and how far they have come and what intentional steps they're taking with what they had learned.
So 5 people. Let's go 5.
Great.
Number 1. 1. 2. Numbers are going now. Let's take the numbers so that somebody's thought will not bet thought for you. All right? Let's go. 1 person. Any other person here is going. Abraham, number 2. You will talk today. And that's how I'll be appointing. Let me give them the privilege here. 3. Better for you. Let's go again. 4.
Empty. 4.
That's good. And 5. Margaret is looking at her book, so 5. Thank you. That's what people do in school, right? When you don't want the teacher to call you, just like you're very serious. So we thought you were very serious, and we know you are serious, so you're number 5. All right, number 1 person, please give the mic to him. Please tell us your name.
Yes, please.
It's very important.
Good evening. My name is Wealth, and I learned a lot about money yesterday. So one of the things I learned was the 4 level of value, which is muscles, mouth, muscle management, mouth, and mind. So which is remarkable, and he tell us a lot. While those that use their mouth make more money than those that do use their muscle. They also talked to us about that there's a love language of money, which is, he told us the first one is money, love, courage. And I think, let me give room for that.
No, go ahead, talk.
Okay, that money, love, courage. And most of the things we have not attained is because we have not been courageous enough to go after them.
Yeah.
Then he told us about, part of disability that he talked about the first day, he also talked about using our mouth, because the 3rd level of value, that's the mouth, talk about marketing and communication. Then along the way with different example, it tells us that in every business, whenever you solve a problem, 10 more problems are created. And that's like a key for me. Comparing it to my business, I'm like, wow, when I solve this problem, okay, this is the next problem that these people need. And if I can actually answer that one too, it means an expansion for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And just before Abraham speaks, I like what you said, because you did not only speak about just what you learned, but you're actually thinking about the action points for your business. So as everybody speaks, please don't just think about staying on the cognitive. Don't just with what you just hear, but seek to also go ahead to what you want to start implementing or what you started implementing. Is that good enough? Yes, it is. Abraham.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm Chaweng Abraham. And for me, I think what stood out to me most was how important it is to create value from your mind. And the next thing was money is the tool for expression to buy freedom and buy memories.
Good. Lovely. All right, your turn.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
I learned.
Your name, sir?
I am Edisi, my name in the hall. I learned quite a couple of things, and one of which is you don't find money, you find what money loves. Yes, you find what money loves. So by creating value, you make money come to you. What you give is what probably you get. So he was like emphasizing the fact that you give money to get more money. So that's more reason why wealthy people keep coming rich. And the second thing I think that touched my attention was when he said that money is like blood. Yes, money is like blood, and living this world without money is like dying. So I was like, if possible, you can. I've heard a couple of persons that have many dreams to fulfill, many purposes to fulfill, but yet there's no cash at hand to fulfill them. So it was like, this is how you start. You use money to get money with wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you very
That's
much.
good. Thank
and
you.
T.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ntianti Abasi Anthony. Yesterday, I learned about courage. I'm into fashion designing. I used to be very, very scared of telling people what I do. Yesterday, I learned that I should be very, very courageous. Anybody I meet, I just tell them what I do. I learned that money does not stay with people who fear. I also learned that money moves. It doesn't stay in one place. I should diversify. I should do many things with one business. In fashion designing, I could sell so many other things and make more money from it.
Good.
Amazing. Margaret.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ademola Margaret. I learned a lot yesterday, and some of the things I learned is courage, the love language of money, which is courage, value, and some other things that they mentioned, and the aspects of being timid too. I think I also fall in that line. So I learned not to be timid, not to be fearful, because money doesn't come to people that are fearful. So,
Thank you very much. We're birthing bold and courageous entrepreneurs here.
Yeah, it's good to see people stand up and speak. People who didn't want to speak actually, but they were compelled by the environment to speak. And did you listen to every one of them? They gave great highlights from yesterday, fantastic insight. So those people who just joined in today, at least you can catch a glimpse of what has been shared over the last 48 hours. And then also would like to remind you that if in case you really want to listen again and again, there's a platform on YouTube and much more. There's Facebook page where all this is domiciled, where you can really listen to everything. And it's the New Covenant Church Jos. You want to watch the videos, you want to get excerpts, you want to just follow through what has been shared in the last 48 hours. It's easier for you to go there, New Covenant Church Jos. So do I ask you to bring out your phones right now and click on like, follow? Would that
Yes, we should do that.
We should. So
Yeah.
bring out your phones now.
If you have data, switch on your data. If you
You
don't
should
have data, share with your friends.
For data is life.
I mean, your neighbor may not have data. You can
Put on your hotspot, no
hotspot
password,
your neighbor.
and don't download things.
We're not seeing phones out. I can see 2 phones only. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So look for the New Covenant Church, just New Covenant Church Jos on Facebook. You would see it. New Covenant Church Jos. Okay? We're asking you to give back now. Those of you who are looking at us like, why are they asking? We want you to follow. We're not begging you. Yes, we've been giving you value, right? So we want you to follow. That's the least you can do. You know, one of the things I've discovered is that people learn and they keep quiet. All right? And we need to change that culture. You're not necessarily promoting that person, but you're doing yourself good when you learn and you share almost immediately.
Yeah.
So when you learn and you don't share, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. Because the moment you teach someone else or you share with someone else, that knowledge becomes domiciled. These 5 persons who have spoken today, you will likely ask them for these lessons and it will stay longer with them. Why? They just voiced it out again. Okay? So we want you to share. We're asking you to do that. So please do that. Let the social media team see that they had more likes, more follows, more engagement. And those of you who are looking at me like Precious, it simply means that you are following the page. It's a family meeting. I've made you popular now, Precious. People are going to be looking online, all around the globe. Who is Precious? Who is Precious? Right? All right, so I give you 30 more seconds to do that, and then we'll jump into the next thing. We'd like to ask COG to start getting ready for the presentation. And right after COG, we'll take notices from our partners, so media team, get ready for that. And after messages from our partners, we'll give you a recap of tasks that you need to keep in mind before the speaker comes up. Going. About to go. Fuki, I know that you're very good with exercises. I think people should play today a bit.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, and speaking of play, when it comes to time to welcome the people who are around, we're going to talk about play a bit. Someone is here who is a play practitioner. And we'll just wait for that time. Probably we'll invite her to come and ask you to play. A bit. You are done with that. Is that a yes or no? Please, let me tell you something. Be a very interesting audience. Just respond, even if you don't like it. Let the people online be hearing, oh, wow, that audience, they are listening. I mean that, what am I now doing with my life? Why am I not there? Right? But if you say, it doesn't work well, right? Is that good? Are we good to go?
Good to go,
They will
good to
hear,
go,
they will
good
hear,
to
they will
go.
hear. Some of them have not gone for NYC. So, all right. So with that in place, let's invite
Pastor Polite Tongshinen.
No, that was not strong enough. No, that was not strong enough. There's a family meeting happening here. So let me do this properly. The way Coach Tade spoke about the Godfather. Right? How many of you heard that yesterday? You didn't hear it? Do you like the way I was introduced? Next time you invite me somewhere, that's the first clip that you will hear. Boom. Just play for 30 seconds. My intro. So let me do this properly, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great joy in our heart that we want to receive one of the most audacious, renowned voice coaches in Africa. And here we are tonight, privileged to have him. He's in our midst, and it's such a privilege that he's going to be sharing from the gift that God has placed upon him. That he will be sharing these and giving us great goosebumps around us. Because we are going to be blessed, we're going to be enriched by the things that he's going to say to us through song and melody. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with a standing ovation, make welcome the one and only Pastor Polite Tongshinen.
That sounded good.
Yeah, good evening, good evening. God bless you. Thank you for that. Even me too, I feel different. It was just yesterday alone I was supposed to do this. Somebody else was supposed to do. And I told the team that please give me one more opportunity. I said I cannot learn the things I learned from Coach Tade and not do something today. And that something is, you should check me out. I can't have an opportunity before you and you can't check me out. Check me out. Hallelujah. Oh, did I say hallelujah? Yes, it's good. We're inside church. All right. So today I just want to encourage you. There's something I call the 4 V's in life. Vision, venture. I wrote this song, I think I was still in remedials, 2002 in the university. So this platform of leverage just gave me the opportunity to share such a song as this again. By the way, the COG you've been hearing, Custodian of Grace, is the music arm of the New Covenant Church. So that's the first thing I wanted to check out. Yeah, I wanted to check out COG. You've been hearing, we'll be calling COG up. My name is not COG. But the music arm, can you reduce a bit? The music arm of this church is called Custodian of Grace. And we have a lot of, at least we're building our content online. You can check it out. Beautiful content, Custodian of Grace. You check on YouTube, you see us there. Just say maybe COG. We have a song we released, Holy God, on YouTube. You can check it out. You can subscribe on our YouTube channel. Am I behaving like somebody who attended Leverage now? You are not answering. Am I behaving like somebody that attended Leverage? Yes. Me too, I like this behavior. Once you have somebody's attention, tell them to check you out. Yeah. So that, when they are asking questions, they know where the questions will be answered. All right. So I was talking about the 4 V's in life: vision, venture, valley, victory. Depending on your attitude in the valley, when you get to the 3rd V, it will now depend on whether you can get up to victory. Vision, venture, valley, victory. And the song is, about that. Things you're learning. In the earlier closed door session, somebody said that the last leverage gave him a good problem. Put him in some kind of problem. He had to burn bridges so that there's no going back for him. After the leverage, he went to resign his job so that he can start up a venture. So people are not just coming to listen. People This is like life and death for people. So, and he learned and he came back this time. For him to come back, it means he's not disappointed with the last leverage. Yeah, it means he has taken some step and is happy about the step. So he came to get more wisdom to go and implement in the new thing he has started. By the next leverage, maybe he will be one of the youngest millionaires in this city already. Yeah. Okay. Just be on. I think I will need the lyrics if the media is ready to just project it. Try to be easy to communicate. You have a vision as inspired by God. You go into venture as soon as you can. Yet so many valley on your highway to greatness. So many pitfalls as you move. Trouble and confusion seem to shatter your vision. Yet so many times to share joy with your loved ones. If you're ever faithful in the midst of your valley, victory is sure for you. I'll take it again. You have your vision as inspired by God. You go into venture as soon as you can. Yet so many valley on your highway to greatness. So many pitfalls as you move. Trouble and confusion seem to shatter your vision. Yet so many times to share joy with your loved ones. If you're ever faithful in the midst of your valley, victory is sure for you. On your highway to greatness, there are lots of discouragements. On your highway to greatness, there are lots of humiliations. On your highway to greatness, disrespectful apprehensions, they sum up to build you to be the one for your dream. If you don't lose in your valley, victory is sure for you. I'll take it again. On your highway to greatness, there are lots of discouragements. discouragement on your highway to greatness. There are lots of humiliations on your highway to greatness. Disrespectful apprehensions, they sum up to build you to be the one for your dream. If you don't lose in the valley, victory is sure for you. If you don't lose in the valley, victory is sure. If you don't lose in your valley, victory is sure. If you don't lose in your valley, victory is sure for you. You know, one of the proverbs in the Bible says that if you faint in the days of adversity, that your strength is little. To be a successful person, you must have capacity. It's one thing that is almost lacking in this new generation. It's almost lacking. It's just little things and people are already caving. When I hear the reason why some people want to commit suicide, I'm wondering, like, we've been through this like times 50, man. As in, this is like bread. We eat it like, I don't know if you understand what I mean. I'm not talking down anybody, no, but people have gone through much more than why you want to take. I don't know why I keep talking about suicide, but I just feel like people should develop more capacity. You know, one of the things when you come for meetings like Leverage, you get inspired. It's the reason why people talk against motivational speakers like Sam Semako. They say they'll just boost you, they'll boost you, they'll tell you can use 1 grain of rice to start a restaurant, and when you now go out, you now face reality. No, the motivation is important. One of the motivations I got yesterday was that Nigeria is not in a difficult time, it's in a different time. It changed my perspective. I stopped looking at it like, do you understand what I mean? I stopped looking at it like, I'm looking at it as an opportunity. We're in a different time. I need to understand what the timing that we are in will require from me as an individual, instead of give up as if this is the worst thing that's ever happened to a nation. Do you understand what I mean? We're just in a different time. And I put it on Facebook and a lot of reactions. Of course, I credited it to Tadekash. Of course, it's from him. That's another thing. You learn not to do plagiarism. A lot of people pick things from this kind of platform and they post it as if it's coming from them. No, say it's by Tadekash, please. Remember to do that, right? You have your vision as inspired by God. Just take it again. You go into venture as soon as you can. Yet so many valleys on your highway to greatness. So many pitfalls as you move. Trouble and confusion seem to shatter your vision. Yet so many times to share joy with your loved ones. If you're ever faithful in the midst of your valleys, victory is sure for you. If you're ever faithful in the midst of your valley, victory is sure for you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. If you're ever faithful in the midst of your valley, victory is sure. Amen.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pastor Polite. And truthfully, Pastor Polite is really one of the most amazing voice coaches in Africa. Truly. And you need to follow him also. Right? He has an amazing song. Now, we will do publicity today. You don't have a choice. You will listen. Okay? He has an amazing song on YouTube. And it's titled Seal. Okay? Please do well to follow that his YouTube channel and to follow that song. It's an amazing song that will really polite function. And yes, the polite is polite. Like, are you a polite person? Do you understand that kind of spelling? Simple like that. The function, you just look a bit in the spirit and you learn how to spell it. Do you understand? Like tong, shi. You get it, and then it's easy, right? Do you get how to spell it? You won't forget it now because you learned by play. Okay, so someone online commented and would like to really give credit to what that person said from yesterday's session that stood out for them. The person said that, and that's Dalhatu Kiom Tobias, says that one thing that stood out so much for me was learning the two kinds of problem solvers. One, the magician who solves their own problems and get paid for it. And two, the technicians who solves other people's problems to make money. I find myself many times only looking for people's problems to solve. I just learned I can solve my own problems even as I solve other people's problems and get paid for it. It just came to mind, the book by a great mentor, that's how to earn a fee from what you do for free. So that's someone online, and thank you so much for following us online. We like people who are watching to drop a comment, and those of you who are on site, when you go back to the video, also drop a comment. Don't say I was there, right? Say something meaningful so we can also make reference to it. Speaking of that, we'd like to take the notch a bit further to other things that we consider as important things that you should have on your to-do list for the last 48 hours. We have discovered that a lot of things have been shared with us, and just before we say those things, we'd like to remind you of the activation points for leverage, the 4 things that you always stand to benefit here, and you can hold us accountable for those 4 things. So let's go. Ms. Fuki, would you like to do that? I should go ahead. Okay, so number 1 thing for those of you who are coming for the first time is leadership. You can be sure to learn about leadership, and I want to see you write that down. Number 1 is leadership. Number 2 is entrepreneurship. Those are the things that you will gain from being in leverage. Again and again, we have to say these things to you so that you are aware of how you want to give a feedback, because those are the benchmark for feedback. Those are the benchmark to see if we made progress today. Number 3 is clarity. We believe that you would have clarity on certain matters when you come into this environment, leverage. Number 4 is strategy. So let's all go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start from number 1. Number 1 is what? Number 2 is? Okay, some people are listening to us online, so they can't hear you. So you have to be louder. Number 1 is? Leadership. That sounds better. Number 2? Entrepreneurship. Number 3? Clarity. Number 4? What? That's good. All right. Is there anything I skipped again?
Nope.
Okay, so do we journey again?
Yes, please. We can move on to the next. We're going to do a recap of the tasks that Coach Taddy had given us from day 1 up until now. Number 1, for parents who have children, you can also practice it even if you're not married. Place money everywhere around your house. It will help your kids to be comfortable with it.
Now think about that a whole lot, to place money. Some of you don't forget money in your pocket. We're asking you even to start forgetting money in your pocket. Mm-hmm. How do you feel when you forget money or you found money in your pocket?
And the day you find it is a day that it is really needed.
Right? So we're asking you to practice that and to put that. Number 2, please go ahead.
Print a shirt, money is my friend. And see how many people will stop you by the road and see how many people will stop you on the way. Yes.
Yeah.
It attracts attention.
Yes. Let's highlight that a bit more. Imagine that, just for a moment, close your eyes. And imagine that shirt is what you're wearing. Just close it. Close your eyes. Play to the gallery of imagination, right? So just watch carefully in your mind. How many people are stopping you on the way? Don't talk. Just raise your hands up and do 2 if it's number 2, 5. If it's the 10 fingers, raise all of it. Let's see that. Close your eyes. If you're not closing your eyes, you're disobeying. And I will send you out of this meeting. So raise your hands when you can find how many people. Because that means you're not obeying. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Yes, if it's 4 persons, just keep it. I know some of you don't want to put your 10 hands now because it looks like punishment, but don't worry. All right? Open your eyes. Did you find out how difficult it was to maintain focus while you close your eyes? Was it difficult? Was it easy? Did you see the shirt? You wearing that shirt? What color did you see? Black. I'm going to print that shirt, truly.
Black with the white, right?
Yes, just a bit of white. All right, number 3.
Every time you pay a bill, say thank you. It's a blessing to be able to afford to pay your bills.
Okay, so let's put a spin around this today. How many of you paid bills today? Somewhere. How many of you paid bills today? So let's give you 1 minute to actually say thank you.
Thank you.
It's 1 minute. It's not 1 second. Are you saying it to me? You're looking at me like you paid the bills to me, right? You didn't buy anything from me today, most of you here, right? But it's important for you to say thank you. Please put that as a practice. And the reason why we are reiterating this task to you is so that you can write them down. I see some of you looking at us. You will forget. Don't trust your brain in this moment. Don't trust your brain in this moment. You will forget. So write down. So number 1, we said place money everywhere around your house. Number 2, we said print a shirt. Money is my friend, right? Number 3, we said every time you pay a bill, say what?
Thank you.
And number 4,
travel with your kids. First of all, travel. So if you have children, travel with your children to different countries so that before age 14, they can tolerate others from any culture. What we miss with people are memories, not physical presence. Create memories with money.
I like that one. Create memories with what?
Money.
With money. How many of you have kids? No, okay, let me not ask that question. Sorry, I take it back. Those of you having kids, aspiring to have kids that would get to age 14 definitely, we'd like to encourage you. Keep this in view, all right? Keep this in mind. Put that as part of the things that you want to talk about with the person you want to get married to if you're not married. Or if you're married, it's one of the things to really put out, that your kids should travel. It's very, very important. There's been a long break, right? And it's coming to an end. Let's plan for next break. It's possible.
It is possible. One of the things I've discovered about leverage is it opens your mind to a whole lot that can happen. So you're sitting down and saying, travel to which country? Me, have I gone there? You shouldn't say that because your mind should have expanded by now. And you know that when you set your heart to do something, you can go for it and get it. All you need is determination and courage to keep pushing.
Good. That brings us to number 5. Write a must list. And Dr. Kola was the one who highlighted this also. Write a must list. If you remember on the first night, we talked about the power of must, right? We spoke about the fact that you must have, your must is very essential in you attaining or acquiring anything that you desire in life. So write a must list, and one of the things that Dr. Kola said is add to this list that you must travel to 5 African countries before the next leverage. 5 African countries. Write it down, no. Don't look at us. Write it down. I. Gloria. It's like an oath. We travel.
It'll shock you that by next year you actually would have traveled to 5 African countries.
Yes. 5 African countries. Put that.
Document it.
Okay. And the last to-do list is?
How can I create a subscription product of my business to sell my time? To sell your time. Every time. Sell time.
Sell time. Remember yesterday we talked about this, right? And so you should start thinking, how can I sell time? How can I create a subscription product? How can I create a service that actually sells time to people and that keeps them paying me again and again and again? Is that not a good, I think we should even have like a syndicate session where we have people who want to actually do this, who are action takers for this. I think we should have those kind of groups, right? And it's not going to be free. Don't look at me. Because, see, as a coach, I've discovered many times, people don't do what they say they want to do. They have to be told and actually followed up to do what they are supposed to do. As good as this is, I want you to really seek to implement it by having someone hold you accountable for it. Right? It's on this note we're going to journey further to have the message from our partners, and right after our partners we're going to have the intro to our speaker, and then we journey further. Just in case if you're wondering who we are, because we didn't tell you our names, by this third day you should have known us by now. You are?
Okay, Polite Stongshinan.
And I'm Bobby Joachim, the Godfather.
Right before our partners, the video on our partners come up, if you like what you see, if you love the fact that everything looks good, everything looks perfect. We flew Coach Tade all the way from Lagos. He came to Jos. You're enjoying value. You can be a part of this. For next year leverage, and even now, you can come and say, oh, I was so blessed. I'd like to give you 3 million naira. Oh, I was so blessed. I'd like to give you 5 million pounds. Oh, I was so blessed. We're open to receiving, okay? Thank you very much.
Yes, and let me just add that you shouldn't, it's not if, you have been liking it. Have you not been liking what you saw?
Definitely.
So it's not if now. You like it, you should also be part of it. That's not commanding, that's just the truth. What you like, just be part of it. Simple. No long English about it. I just wanted to put that very well.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so the message from our partners now. Media. The Lord put you in remembrance. Intro. Okay, so just a moment. I think media is trying to get the intro video properly. So I'm back in your face for a while, and I need you to get ready. I don't want us to do the introduction without the intro video. Is that okay? Will you exercise patience? There's no, okay. We want to get this up and running properly. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let me do a quick intro myself. I'm compelled to do this because it was done also. but I have to do this, and I hope that I'm able to do it as much as it was done yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wonderful evening again, converging on the third day of Leverage. The first day was awesome. The second day was fantastic. This third day is going to be extraordinary. We have a speaker that has come all the way from Lagos and sharing all the vast knowledge that God has bestowed on him, and through experience and practicality of insight, he has come all the way to share these things with us. Today again, we will be hearing from him and learning. I would encourage you to bring out your notepads, bring out your writing materials, fix your gaze on him, listen, because he is really the
how to build it, how to commercialize it, and create something that the world will always pay you for. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. All right, so let's go into it. So there are 3 dimensions to asset building. For the first thing I need you to have is to develop balance sheet thinking. Hello. So today you are. We're going to be developing a balance sheet thinking. Now, a lot of people end their thinking in profit and loss, like PK said when we were on the show this morning. There is a profit and loss, which is amazing. But you see, if you end your thinking in profit and loss, you are not going to get to a point where you build asset with your life. Because the entirety of your life is an asset. Your exposure is an asset. Your experience is an asset. Hello, is someone there? Your exposure is an asset. Your experience is an asset. Your expertise is an asset. Okay? Now, your interpretation of life is an asset. Because 2 people does not interpret life the same way. So at the end of the day, it seems as if life is working better for the other person, while the other person is struggling. Now, what happened? How do you describe 2 people raised by the same parents in a poor household, and when one went ahead and became successful and the other one is still struggling? How do you describe that? In a religious way, you will say, God, I just lifted that other guy. Is God a weightlifter that he will lift one and abandon the other? No. Because you see, until you stop treating success as a secret, you will not have a headway in life. Yes. Stop treating success as a secret. Start treating success as a system. So instead of asking, what is the secret of success? Ask, what is the system of success and the discipline that is required to do it? Your life will change. In other words, when you see someone that is living life, you are looking at what system is he operating by. Now, because the question you ask determines the answer you get, now you are now asking this person. So I go to school and I was asking people, who is the best student in 200 level, 300 level? And they told me all these people. And I went ahead and started having meetings with them one by one. I said, what do I need to do to have a first class in this school? All right? Now, I've not started reading. I just go to school. I need to know so I will not be laboring in vain. You know, some people work hard in what has stopped working. Do you hear what I'm talking about? Some people are working hard. The problem is not working hard in this life. They work hard, but what they are working hard has stopped working. They're just working hard and they are not going anywhere. But rather than that, why not ask the people that have gone ahead of you? So my definition of a father is someone that has gone ahead of you, that knows what you need to know for you to go further in life. So I call it fatherly advice. The person may be younger than you in age, but he has a fatherly advice. So the moment you find that person, you sit down at his feet and ask a question. What do I need? They're telling me. They say, if you want to pass this course, this is what you need to do. You see that lecturer, he will cough in the class. You see, when he cough, he's about to tell you guys funny things. Don't be carried away. Because what he says after then can neither make you or mar you. So you are in the class. All your mates are smiling. You say, this man is about to do it. And then they will do it and then you will keep quiet. The next thing the man said, you are writing it down. Why? Because somebody has informed you. He says some people become extremely successful not because they are better, but they understand the platform better. Yeah. It's not because they're better than you, but they understood the platform that is going to create that success better than you. So you see them doing some things and you are wondering, how is this person doing it? So the same thing with asset in life. So most people end their life just having profit and loss in their thinking, but they never move to the last part of it, which is the balance sheet thinking. Now, in this balance sheet thinking, remember, there is a liability in it, and there is an asset in it. Now, the equity you will create in life is dependent on how higher the asset is to your liability. So what is this equity? That's what I'm about. You see, if you understand this thing I'm about to tell you in this few minutes, added to all that we have shared, guess what happened? You will never be stranded again. Because the truth is, the harder a country is, the more easier to make it there. You didn't hear what I just said. No, get this point. The moment you get this point, something's about to change. The harder a country is, the more easier it is to make it there. And you will ask me why. This is what happened. Because in a hard country, most people suspend their thinking. Do you hear what I just said? In a hard country, most people suspend their thinking. They don't think again. So anything that is happening is just happening. So the moment you understand, you add a little bit of more thinking to your living, guess what happened? You will be shining. And people will be looking at you and say, man, this guy is a genius. You see, because they are not ready to think anything. They believe the country is hard. So there is nothing to think. Let's just be coping. As long as we cope, it's fine. Don't let us go further than coping. So what is the first tool, the first thing you need to develop if you want to build an asset that will create a fortune in your life? The first thing is what I call mindsets. All right? Mindsets. Now, you see, mindset has been said several times in life that most people never understood what mindset is again. So everybody just talk about, mindset. No, that's not what mindset is. Mindset is the way your mind is set and what is set on. Okay? The way your mind is set and what is set on. So the first tool, the first recipe you need to build asset in life is mindset. Mindset. Because a man cannot rise above his mind. Yes, sir. Hello? Are you here? A man cannot rise above his mind. In other words, you are as great as your mind. That's why we have things we call great minds. All right? Let's say somebody has great mind. It means that the moment your mind is developed, the moment your mind is built, guess what happened? You are already on the pathway of the recipe of assets. Because the biggest tool of asset you need in your life is your mindset. So two siblings are growing up. One is exposed to tools that is helping his mindset. They begin to develop a proper mindset. I remember when we were growing up, my middle sister and I will see a book and I will start reading. My sister will say, Daddy, you are just flooding this old house with books. What's the problem? Huh? And my sister will carry my book and use it as a bag. Hello? My sister will be looking for my book. And my sister has it inside a bag so that the bag can be heavy. And I'll be looking for my book. I say, excuse me, I left my book here. What's going on? And we ask my mom, what's the book? My sister will say, I want to say, Fenitola, where is my book? You know, say, I'm sorry, it's in my bag. When I was going out, I just need a bag to be fine. But unknown to me at that time too, that what I was doing is that I was building the first tool of asset that will create a fortune for me, my mindset. Because everything a man cannot see in his mind, he cannot attract in his life. Everything a man cannot see in his mind, it can never attract in his life. No matter what PK says, if you cannot begin to picture what he's saying in your mind, everything becomes impossible. Because it will not matter. Because your mind cannot carry it. That's why, even in friendship, you must know the state of your mind, of the people you are relating with. That is why it's not everybody you say some things to. Their mind cannot carry it. And because you want to be so genuine and so sincere, you are telling people things that can destroy them or they can use to destroy you. Because their mind cannot carry what you are saying. So the first tool of life is the mind. Because this is what happened. What about if I tell you that your minimum wage from next month should be 5 million? Yeah, process. Process now. Now from next month, your minimum wage is 5 million. Process. Is it somebody's mind now? Without being a prophet, I can begin to look at this direction because I'm looking at faces. And people say, go ahead, stop there now. Come off it, my guy. Come off it. Let's talk something else now. Minimum wage, like how? You see, but the point is, I have a friend. He's in Abuja, a very young guy. He has never driven Tokumbo car before in his life. Hello? Are you here? The first time he bought a car is a brand new. He was not born in a rich household. The first time he used his money to buy a car is a brand new. I remember one day I was going to Abuja to see him. He had an accident on the road. He parked, the car, everything spoiled there, and he called Mercedes-Benz office to bring a brand new Benz to come and meet him there. Hello? He said, Tari, I like smelling the leather. Huh? He said, I like. Now, what happened to you when you are beginning to fluent, like Pique was talking about today? Now, what happened is that if you are not careful, two things will happen to you. Number one, if you are very intentional, it will expand your mind. If you are not intentional, it will shut down your mind. Because the person will ask, why will you, I don't know, which kind of life is this one? God should just bless me with a one. Tokumbo is still better than nothing. But it's not that it's not better than nothing, but this is what happened. The best asset in your life, in relationship, is the person that expands your mind. That's the best asset in friendship. The person that every time you spend a time with him, he expands your horizon. Your mind, you are living the place and you're like, wow, okay, I can do this. Okay, based on what he said. He's giving you perspective. So this is what happened. How are you developing your mind? What tools are you using to develop your mind? When was the last time you read something that stretched your mind? When was the last time you read something and you left it somewhere and you're just strolling around the house because it's like it's shifting you? Like, guy, I need to understand this thing. You know why? Because your mind is elastic. You need to be intentional about expanding it. When was the last time? When was the last time you listened to something and you're like, man, some people intentionally run for something that is deep. Hello? They say, boy, life is not that deep. All this one. Unknown to you that your first asset in creating fortune is what you are not building. Your mind, it needs to be built. You need to be very intentional about the mind. Like your mind needs to be intentionally built. Because you see, when you build your mind, there is nowhere they take you to in this planet. As long as human being is there, you will make it. You hear what I just said? One day I entered South Africa, my early days in South Africa, and I told them, I love challenges. I told them, I said, guys, in 48 hours, I can make money here. And they look at me, I said, yes, in 48 hours, just draw me. I said, what do you have to sell? Do you guys have something? And this woman said, I'm selling these products. I said, okay, give me the product. In 48 hours, we'll collect money. The woman was trying. And then they said, we are going somewhere. I said, okay, let's go. When we got there, we're just talking. I just said, by the way, how is your health? I was asking the man that we met, how is your health? The man said, I'm fine. I said, what vitamin did you take? Huh? And we started talking in 15 minutes. I said, I can see that you value life. The man said, yes. And people that value life like you want to live long. He said, yes. I said, there's something I have. I think it's in the car. I knew it's in the car. I said, yeah, I think it's in the car. You will love it. And I said, by the way, Mr. Sonny, where's the car key? He says, excuse me, just give me a few minutes. I'll be back. So the guy was anticipating me coming back. By the time I came back, I dropped the stuff on his table. He said, thank you. He said, how much is it? I mentioned the money, and he transferred the money immediately. When I go back to my hotel, they were wondering, like, how did you collect money? We have been here all this while. No, it's not about being here all this while. It is the mind. If your mind, you cannot travel within and stand still without. The moment you travel inside of your mind, nothing can make you stand still on the outside. So how deliberate are you about developing your mind? Do you have mind development plan? Or even though everything is just, let me tell you, that business you are running today, there is a stretch that will come to your mind that you will wake up every morning and you are seeing new money in that business. Every day. And people are wondering. Because I say to people, they say you are head is because your head is sound. Do you hear what I just said? That's why they call you head. Oh. They say it's the head of this place. It's head because your head is sound. And any head that cannot take you ahead is not a head. Do you hear what I just said? If your head can't take you ahead, it's not a head. In other words, God has given you a head that you must develop to resurrect your life. In other words, you don't have any excuse to say the reason why I've not been creating stuff. Why would we talk about money is in the street in Jaws, and most people will be thinking it's just a fallacy. It has nothing to do with what you are saying. It has everything to do with what your mind is seeing. It's because your mind can't see it yet. So as a result of that, no matter what they say, it's like it's blocked. So be deliberate about the mind. One of the tools of the mind is learn to imagine. Hello. Play an imagination game with your mind a lot. Because your mind does not know when you fake something. Hello? Your mind doesn't know when you fake something. And that is why, do you know there is no poor man that does not imagine poverty? I hope you know. Do you know that there is no broke man that does not imagine that being broke is normal? Do you know that? You see, you need to understand, there is no broke person that is not imagining somewhere in his mind that being broke is normal. The day he stop imagining that being broke is normal, that's the day he stop being broke. You cannot continually have what you are not consistently imagining. No, it is against the nature of this planet. That you are always imagining something like this, you are always not having something like this. It's not possible. People always imagine that struggling financially is normal. People, they believe that being broke is part of life. Is that touching you? Yeah, okay. So the point is this. Because the essence of leverage, the biggest leverage you have is your mind. If your mind can't lift you, no one can. Because there's someone you may want to form a relationship with. Your mind can tell you are not worthy of it. Can't you understand that? No, that's why some people don't go attend some programs. The program will change their life, but their mind will tell them, hey, are you the one they are looking for in that place? You better sit down at home, JJ, and just be living your life. All the one you have been hearing is all this, what has it done to you? And the person will justify it and say, oh, I'm tired. He will not justify it physically. I say, it's raining. First day, it was raining. Second day, I was tired. Honestly, I was very tired. That's why I didn't come. Third day, you see, honestly, I dress up. A friend just called me that he's coming. Your mind is playing tricks on you. So what are you doing? Imagine. Begin to create imagination. Let me tell you. Learn to have time where you imagine. Yeah. It's just your time alone. Let me tell you. Your prayer life will change if you learn how to imagine. Yes. Learn how to imagine. Some of us pray without imagining what we are praying about as our reality. That's why, you are just praying. So you want to pray about 100 million. And you are like, you are not saying the 100 million, imagine the 100 million as your present reality. You are just uttering word that is not real. Because it is what is real in your imagination that is real in your existence. Not what anybody is saying. That's why children are very full of imagination. That's why they come to you and they are look as if they are stubborn. Because that thing a child wants to come and ask you, he has already imagined that he has gotten it. You see, that's why you don't get it. He has already imagined that daddy has given me. So everything that daddy is saying, is daddy so no? Because as far as I'm concerned, I have collected it. So what do you want to do? The first thing, imagine. Create time. That business of yours. What is your imagination? How are you imagining the empire? Do you have time where you just sit down and imagine empire with it? Just imagine that the business is everywhere on the continent. 30 minutes every day. It can be your first thing you do in the morning or the last thing you go to bed. It is part of your schedule. You are always imagining it because Imagination is very, very powerful. No one can, when you have boarded planes severally, you will realize that you and I don't tap into the power that God gives to us. That another human being can imagine that they will build a plane. Do you know when they were imagining, they don't even have all the components together. They don't even know where it's going to come from. They just know that, when you read, you need to go and look for it, the biography of the White brothers. I think chapter 1 or chapter 2, they said something that struck me. They said we have been afflicted with the belief that human being can fly. Hello? He said we have been afflicted with the belief that human being can fly. We are afflicted with it. That means as they go around every day, all they are seeing is human being flying. Human being, no matter what you are saying, they believe that as far as we are concerned, human being is flying. Their father told them they should stop because their father is a bishop. He said, you guys have witchcraft. How will you be thinking that human beings are flying? They said, Daddy, human being will fly. Human being is going to fly. Guess what? Imagination bet all the invention you see today. The same imagination will bet your own life. What have you been imagining? Have you been imagining that one day, that business you are running is going to hire 1,000 people? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine that you have this business and it is everywhere in a civilized nation in the world? As I travel around the world, I will get to airport, I will see Burger King. Do you know Burger King is in more than 120 countries of the world? You mean bread and beef? Hello? You didn't get what I'm just saying. You mean bread and beef is in 120 countries of the world? Or what is burger? Come on now, talk to me. What is burger? That is what burger is. You see, and that sacred dream of yours, somebody only have bread, beef, and vegetable, and he spread it around the world by imagination. And you are carrying a sacred dream, and you can't even do it in your locality. Can't you see that it's your imagination that's your problem? You are only as limited as your imagination. Nothing else is stopping you, my friends. It's not the economy of this nation that is your problem. It's not the policy of the land that is your problem. Do we want to change? Yes. But until you change, nothing change. Until you change. Do you know one of the challenges I have with people is because they don't know that a collective imagination can change a nation. Oh, come on. You don't get it. A collective imagination can change a nation. Let me give you an example. Very practical. I once lived in an estate where I started learning about the power of imagination. And my streets was not tarred. It was not tarred. And I woke up with my friend that time, and I said to him, I said, guy, we can imagine that this place is tarred. He was looking at me. Daddy, you have started again. I said, we can imagine it. I said, whatever you imagine is real. As long as you accept it as your reality. Guess what? For 30 days, every day, when we wake up to pray in the morning, we just say, Lord, thank you, because this place is a third road. Okay? Guess what? On the 15th day, I don't know what happened. The local government brought a trailer to our estate. And they said they want to tar the estate. Hello? And guess what? They started tying the estate. They stopped in front of my house. And they took the machine away. Somebody thought that is a coincidence. It's not. Somebody have seen that his street has been tarred to his house. They stopped in front of my house and took the machine away. They say they don't know what happened. That they just say they should be coming back. Hello? Excuse me. You don't know what you are missing when you are imagining wrongly. You see, there is nobody in this room that is not imagining something. No. It's just like you are imagining something that is disempowering you. There is nobody. You cannot live without imagination. That is what you should get. You are not being empowered to live without imagination. Coming here today, you imagine that you were here. You cannot live without imagination. That is how you are created. You cannot live without imagination. But the problem is you can use imagination wrongly. You can imagine that you are poor. You can imagine that you are broke. You can imagine that, things are not even working. You see, and someone else can be beside you. That's why financial rapture begins with imagination. Because two friends can be together. One is imagining that his life is succeeding. The other one is imagining that he's struggling. After a while, this one, they will part ways. They will part ways. And he's wondering what is happening. But you're Dagbani now. We all grew up together now. Is it not this guy that we used to drink garri together and take Irish potato together? And suddenly you now look as if they are in two different worlds. Because your imagination creates your planet. We are all not living on the same planet. Oh. Hello? People are not, they are in the same room, but they are not on the same planet. Poverty is a planet. Abundant is a planet. A poor man and a rich man, do you think they are living on the same planet? No, they are not. Their choices are different. The things they think about are different. The things that they call problems are different. Don't you think about it? Don't you know too much money is a problem? And it's a problem of a rich man. It's a very good problem. Rich man say, one day I was listening to the executive director of Berkshire Hathaway on Bloomberg, and the woman said something that blew my mind. They said, what is the problem, challenge of your company? He said, challenge of our problem is that we have too much of cash. Hello? Sir, I heard it. They didn't say it. I looking at it and say, can you say that again? Even the journalist asked the question again, because that thing blew the man away. He said, what is the problem? He said, our problem is we have too much of pile of cash. That we are always looking for business to put it. And the man interviewer asked, how much do you guys have? He said, averages I'm talking to you, we should have nothing less than 100 billion that we don't know what to do with. In cash. That means, he said the problem is pile of cash. Are you living on the same planet with that person? You see, you are not living on the same planet. So you will say you have a problem. The person will be looking at you. Because you want to, like, pick a side. The person want to listen to, okay, what you call a problem. You say, right now, if I could just get 2 million. The guy say, $2 million? The guy say, no, guy, it's just 2 million naira. You say, wow. Because that is why those people at that level thought you are not thinking. Because he believed that 2 million naira is not a problem. How will you be asking me to give it? It's like you are insulting him. 2 million naira to do what? Is it to dine? To eat? You are not on the same planet. Your imagination determines the planet you are living. So the moment you are changing your imagination, you are changing your planet. That's why two friends often part ways because of imagination. Because you guys are not conversing on the same level again. You're like, guys, we're taking our business to Africa now. You see, Africa. Let's even do this just and be just about it. Because I do. Yes, okay, I get you. And because every time the guy is talking, you are not getting it. After a while, he will not be talking to you again. Because there's nothing to talk about. So work on your imagination. Work on your imagination. That's the first thing that builds a mindset. The next thing that builds a mindset, the second thing that builds a mindset is association. Hello? Mindset is built by association. If all the friends you have in the world are broke, the next thing that will open to you that you will be broken. Ladies and gentlemen, do you hear what I just said? If all, do that mean that you will not have broke friends? I'm not saying so. But if the convergence of your friendship is that everybody is broke, you will soon be broken. Because something will happen to your imagination, your mind. Your mind will now take scarcity as normal. Because nobody is talking wealth around you. Everybody is broke. There are people in this room now. You cannot need 1 million, and all the people you call a friend, none of them can give you 100,000. And you are comfortable to say, that is my friend. Those are your followers, not your friend. Like I pick a toto today. They are your followers. So some people, his followers, they thought they have friends. You say, guy, I need 2 million now. You say, 2 million. People now say, even me, I wanted to call you earlier. That's when there is problem. There is problem. You want to you see, it's just like, it's me. I wanted to call you before. Because if I even, 1 million. My guy, it's 100K. If you can just borrow me 100K, I will be fine. Be deliberate. That's why the meeting like this. Go to places where people are forward thinking. Go to places where people are treating abundance as a normal condition. Go to places like that. Be deliberate about it. Be deliberate about it. We had a good section today, and it was amazing this morning. And the truth of the matter is, you cannot be in a meeting like that, and you are not connected. Because friendship is self-interest. You see, friendship is self-interest. It's not sentimental. Friendship is self-interest. That means you can't be calling somebody a friend that is not moving your direction you are going. He says, my friend, because we are born in the same area. It's your neighbor, not your friend. Hello, friendship is what? Self-interest. That means, where am I going? Where are you going? How would I be calling you my friend? I'm talking, guy, boy, I want to be. You see, before I thought I don't want it, but now I want to be on Forbes list. Hello? Yeah. You know, there is a title in the world. There is doctor, there is mister, and there is billionaire. Okay, you don't know? You don't know that a billionaire is a title? Go and share Forbes list. They'll say billionaire Warren Buffett. You know, they don't put mister behind the name. They say billionaire Bill Gates. Huh? I now realize, okay, billionaire is a title. I love that title. That's what my name is, billionaire Tade Cash. Okay? I say, hey, it's making sense. Because you know what? Those guys think in a different frequency in life. That is the association is very key, my friend. In mindset, association is very key. Let me tell you, you don't need to have many friends for you to be great in life. Your friends must sharpen you. Your friends must sharpen you. They must look at you. You know, there are people. How many of those people you call your friend? How many of them I call you before and say, man, Henry, you know, I'm reading a book now, okay, about building empire. Have you seen it? And you say, okay, guy, I'm going to get it. Or is a friend that is just telling you about one movie that is trending, that has nothing to do with business, that has nothing to do with empire. Every time you will tell me about a movie that is trending, I'm wondering what is going on. What exactly is going on? Because I'm making somebody else richer. It doesn't mean I don't want to watch a movie, but is he also contributing to my moving forward? Because entertainment is a weapon of distraction. And whatever can distract you can destroy you. So when people don't understand that pattern, they are in trouble. So your mindset, the next tool of your mindset is association. My friends, don't joke with association. Don't let anybody deceive you. Greet all men. Don't associate with all men. Greet all men. Be at peace with all men, but don't associate with all men. Because not all men are worthy of your association in the direction you are going. But sentiment has put many people in trouble in this life. I don't want them to say that, they say we should come, or do you want to go? To go and do what? And before you know it, you are thinking Z, they are in B. And you now look as if you are not there. Every time you are there, you are not there. So why are you wasting your time there? Are you getting what I'm saying? Association. Your mindset depends on association. It's your primary asset. Because you see, treasure are in people, isn't it? There is something, there is a problem you may be going through in business. You will just meet your friend, the true people you call your friend, and you just talk, just say, oh, really? Is that the problem? He said, yes. He said, so what have you not done about it? And I say, you have tried, but I also want to suggest, what about this one? And you take what he's saying, and you call him back and say, my God, that thing works, man. Why? Because you're on the same frequency. Your friend must be on the same frequency with you. Because it's about the mind. Because what you say to me is not just what you say to me. What you say to me affects my mind. So if every time you are talking to me is reducing my mindset, I'm in problem. Because I cannot be avoiding my friend. That is no more a friend. They say, I want to come and see you. I say, boy, I know they're around. I'm not lying on you. I'm not lying again. And I say, you are my friend. Tell me you are not my friend. We're just deceiving ourselves. So number one, build your imagination. Be very imaginative. Every time you are thinking about an idea, first imagine it. Are you getting what I'm saying? First imagine it. First imagine it. Ask yourself, this thing that I'm doing now, how can this thing work for me? How can this thing work? So imagination is the first tool of mindset. That means imagine. And that's why sometimes you want to read some things because they help your imagination. For instance, you are reading a book. I have a book from the founder of Blackstone Investment. One of the biggest investment companies in the world. And this guy will be talking sometime about how they raised 200 billion. All right? He will talk about how he raised 100 billion in Yale Association. You'll be hearing some money like, oh boy, you go back again and you read. And they're saying it like it's normal. Now, your brain just needs to accept that normalcy. After a while, attraction begins to show up in your life. Because, you see, how do you know you are wealthy? It's not because you have money in your bank account. It's that when wealth is being discussed, you are comfortable with it. That's how you know you're wealthy. It's not about the money you have in your bank account. So somebody mentioned 200 billion. You are not, you appreciate it, but it doesn't show your balance. Like, Wow, 200 billion, that's good. You're not like, does human being have that one? You know, some people, I hate one guy one day. That's when I escaped from the guy. The guy said, "Tade, there's some money the human being cannot have. It's only spirit that bring it to them." Can you see mindset now? You see, you just say, hey. Some people will announce the exit to you, but you have not accepted it. They have announced the exit in your life with what they are saying, but you are still embracing them. They have already announced the exit. Somebody is telling you it's a spiritual money. That means he can never have it. He has told you this kind of money is not for human, it's for spirits. So when you read those books, guess what? That's why engage yourself in reading biographies. Read stories of men. It stretches your imagination. It stretches your imagination. You go to bed sometime, you are like, really? A human being did that one? Okay? You are thinking it. You are thinking it. Oh, you want to own a radio station. You want to own a network of media houses. What book from someone that has built that have you read? Because it's going to expand your imagination. There is a guy that I read about him and his wife. Because both of them, they are less than 45. And both husband and wife are billionaires. Okay? The guy owned a jet company that he sold. He was one owner of a jet line that he sold to Warren Buffett. And the wife owned a woman wears company. And the woman is also a billionaire. Both of them, I read a book and I look at it, I said, yeah, therefore husband and wife can independently be a billionaire and still be married. Are you seeing imagination now? So the thing become normal to you. Like somebody cannot sold you out of that idea that maybe the husband have it. The wife does not have it, because the wife cannot have it and the husband have it. All this nonsense ideology that people carry around. Why? Because of what you have been exposed to. Some of us, we have never seen wealth before. Our parent does not have it. Our grandparent does not have it. Our siblings, cousin does not have it. This is what happened. It becomes an heroic effort, if you are not very deliberate, to see poverty as normal. To see scarcity as a normal destiny. You just think because you are not exposed. That's why I said to people, the son and daughter of a wealthy people, wealth is normal to them. That's why sometimes those children will be doing funny things and still be making money. Because in their DNA, making money is a normal thing. They grew up seeing money everywhere now. They grew up hearing that they're talking about deal of billions of dollars. So money is normal thing to them. It's like the normal thing that you do. By the way, what is not normal to them is that you are struggling. They're wondering like, why is he broke? Because it's straight to them like human beings should be broke. Like they have never seen it before. That's why some tell you, some people till they die, they don't understand what you are saying when you say you are broke. I hope you get what I'm saying. They don't understand what you're saying. They will just be forming. Some people try to form achieve for you. They have never seen it before. They will just be saying, they will not be telling you what they suffer. I say, when I was in school, it was a terrible thing. My dad gave us a bottle of drink for my brother and I to share. I say, is that suffering? My brother, me. Is that what you call suffering? He said, and he put some eyes. He put some eyes on it. Why would daddy give me half bottle? Why not full bottle? I said, Daddy, we are men of abundance. Daddy, why half bottle? And I cried. I said, Daddy, you can do this to me, Daddy. You are here, you're like, just they play. They play. They give you half bottle? You are rich, my friend. But the guy, you see, because being broke is relative. Do you understand? Being broke is very relative. So when somebody tell you he's broke, it may mean that he have 1 billion in his bank account. You see, being broke is relative. So when somebody tell you he's broke, you may not really understand what he's saying. You say, brother, the country has been hard these days. That person still have 2 billion in his bank account. Because he used to have 20 billion. Now he's telling you he has 2 billion. You're not comparing it to what you call being broke. Like, Oga said, don't they see him now? Because Oga say he's broke. Next thing you hear that Oga has flew private jets to London. See, this Oga used to lie to us. Yesterday he was telling us in meeting that he's broke. Now the man that is broke, I just flew private jet. Listen, that's what Oga they do. Because you are not on the same frequency with him. Your language and his language is not the same. So when somebody tell you something, always ask them, what do you mean, sir? When somebody says I'm broke, say, excuse me, sir, what do you mean by broke, sir? Huh? Because it may not be the same thing that you are thinking. And you are now running with your own ideology and understanding of what that thing means. And before you know it, you have missed it. So your mindset is built by imagination and association. So check your life today. You will see that some of the mindset that you have developed, it has been a mindset that you have borrowed, not the intentional one. Some people see being broke as normal because of the association. Neighborhood association, where they live, the school they go, the people they have mingled with, the song they listen to. Do you know song can create association? Song you are hearing. Song you are hearing can create association. You now get used to poverty with the song. You know there are some songs that were written for poor people. Okay, you guys don't know. There are some songs that was written to give a poor man hope. Hello? Do you get what I'm saying now? So those guys ask their market, they target it. Now this poor, it's the poor man that download it. Eh? It's poor man that stream it. Because something is telling him that, after all, he's not the only one. Thank God, though, that somebody is even singing it. That this thing I've been saying is real. Eh? I told you there's no money. You see, can't you hear that song? The guy have already sang it for us. But you can never hear a rich man sing that kind of song. You know, it is a poor man that they want to sing the song for. They will not mention the name of a rich man. That even Dangote, still they find money. That song was written for a poor man. So that a poor man can have hope. That even if Dangote is still looking for money, who am I not? They'll still be saying, thank God though, if Dangote is still looking for money, the song will now stream. But is it Dangote that is listening to it? No. He may not even know that the song existed. Do you understand that? But the poor man has downloaded it and make it his ringtone. Because it's giving him hope. Check your imagination. You see, musicians are powerful. The world is a musician. They look at the mass market and they give you the tune that fits you. You are not thinking, wow, don't you hear that song? He knows what he's saying. He knows that the numbers of people that need consolations are many. So he needs to sing something for them to carry around. He's not singing it for a rich man. He knows who he's singing the song for. So what are you imagining? What is on your list of listening? What are you listening to? What are you reading? Who are you associating with? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. At the age of 25, what I did not tell you in 2 days, at the age of 25, I decided that I need to change my lineage. I went around the city of Lagos looking for biographies. The one I cannot buy, I borrow. In the space of 11 months, I read 700 books. How many books? Do you hear what I just said? How many books? No, say it. How many books? 7. Let me tell you, at the end of that year, it's like a new universe was open to me. Something just tell me that I have an option. You know what? When there is life, they say there is hope, but it's a lie. When there is life, there is option. When there is option, there is hope. In other words, what you need first is option. What we call freedom is option. It means that Paul said, Jesus said, I lay down my life. Hello? And I can take it back. That is option. That is the definition of freedom. What the right knowledge gives to you is that you give you option. You are not seeing options of how to run your life. Like, guy, I can make it. For instance, I have an European passport. It means that, if I want to... But, because the reason why we have it is not to run. Is to be able to say, PK said, Taddy Cash, I'm thinking of going to France, so there is an opportunity there. I say, PK, I see you there. Then, you know what? I buy my ticket, and we are there together. You know why? That is it. I was in a meeting one day, the guy told me there is a meeting, there is a business in Madrid. I said, guy, when are we going? The guy looked at me and said, when are you going? Don't you need visa? Don't forget about visa, my guy. When are we going to Madrid? He said, I'm the only one in the midst of the 100 people that carry the passport that can follow him to Madrid. The opportunity opened up to me. You are looking for option in life. When there is life, there is option. When there is option, there is hope. The size of your hope is determined by the size of your option. So there are no hopeless situation per se. There are just people that don't have options about their situation. So the moment you expand your options about a situation, your hope is developed. Because the question is, many people that is relocating out of this country, it's not relocation that they need. What they needed is option. Ability to say, if I want my children to go somewhere, they can go. Why is Dangote not relocating from Nigeria? Have you ever asked yourself? Why is Tony Elumelu children graduated from school and come back home? Why? Because they have options. What you truly need is option, not relocation. So most people thought it's relocation they truly need. Some people have to relocate, it's fine. But most people don't need relocation. They need option. Ability to say, I want to be in Europe next week. And you don't know where embassy is. Because you don't need to know where embassy is. There's no law that says you need to know any embassy. Because when you're carrying a passport that can go to all the country, why do you need to know where American embassy is? You don't know now. They will even be asking you. You don't know the embassy does not mean you are primitive. It may be you are more advanced. Hello? So not everything you don't know means that you are ignorant. It just means you don't need to know. You don't need it now. Why do I want to go to embassy to go and do what? So understand those two things. Your mindset needs imagination and your mindset needs association. Does that make sense? So begin to look at your life now and you will begin to see the mindset that is driving you is developed by those two things I just mentioned. What you are imagining and what you are associating with. Be very deliberate about who you associate with. Don't joke with it. Let me tell you. Your siblings may not necessarily be your friend. Hello, did you just say what I said? That's our truth, you see? It's our truth. Because both of you may not be thinking the same way. It is your sibling by blood. Hello? It may not be your relative by mindset. So, as a result of that, some people believe there are some siblings. You may have, let's say you have 6 siblings. There are some of your siblings that they think on the same frequency with you. And you have an idea you can share it with them. But some people are naive. They think, is he not my brother? Let me tell him, we're just about assessing one fund now. It's about $30 million. You say, hey, he will not call you tomorrow. And say, bro, I need 10 million. Oh. I would need 10 million. And I said, bro, I don't have money. Oh. You see what I said? He said he doesn't have 10 million. And he wants to assess $30 million. You see, this is my brother. He doesn't like to help. Have I not told you before? He does not like to help. It's only him that wants to succeed. You are the one that is the problem. Because you don't know who you should not share things with. Because somebody is your sibling. What you own them is love. Love them unconditionally. Sometimes they don't even know so much about you. They just know my brother is doing well. You know what? Because it's not because you don't want to tell them something. They don't have the mind to take it. And you are destroying yourself by doing that. By telling everybody because it's my friend. No. Wake up to this understanding. Don't destroy your first asset, your mindset. You can destroy it by just being unnecessarily naive. Like, it's my brother, so when we meet up, let's catch up. Brother, what are you doing now? We're just running our business. We're moving it to a particular country now. We have done 7 countries. Wow. Really? Not everybody, so many people cannot stand your prosperity. And these are the understandings some people don't have. Some people like you when you are okay. The moment you are advancing, their mind breaks. They can't stand it. They are wondering, what's going on? This guy, especially people that you grew up together, it's dangerous. Because they think they knew you. Hello, sir. Some people think, it's not my brother, my cousin, that we all eat gari together, corn together, we play football, we pant on the streets. He now says he's a big boy like this. Which kind of big boy? Come on, fit my guy. Come here. That's how they miss it. So that's the first thing. The second tool of your asset that you need to build is what I call skill set. Your skill set. You need to build a skill set. You see, this is one thing that I've seen in a lot of people. A lot of people have started developing mindset because they have started listening over time to people. Some have started reading books. But guess what? You must move from just having a mindset to having a skill set. What does that mean? It means ability to do things. Hello? Ability to do things. That means if I want to succeed in a thing, I'm asking myself, okay, what are because skill is what creates wealth. Every wealth needs a skill. Now, for instance, today we heard about how to connect with people. Connecting with people is a skill, isn't it? So if you want to be wealthy and you are not learning how to connect with people, you will just be shouting, oh, the wealth of the nation is mine. Okay? The wealth of the nation is mine. Continue, play. They play, oh, they play. Just they play. You know, you're just shouting, you are confessing, and you think the word that has been declared over you is not real. Every word that is declared over you must be turned to a skill. Every word that has been declared over you need a skill for it to manifest. That's the truth. You need the ability to communicate. You know, you need to develop that skill. You don't need to like it. It's a wealth skill. You know, it's like somebody that said, guy, God, I drive this car from Lagos to Ibadan. I drive this car from Jos. I drive this car from Jos to Abuja. Guess what? And you're not developing a driving skill. You are just an accident waiting to happen. Do you understand? You know, the moment you need the skill, one of the things that many people don't ask themselves is, what skill is required for what I want to attract? You need to keep asking yourself that question. What skill is required for what I want to attract? You know, when you are running a one-man business, there was a level of skill that is there. Now that you want to grow your staff to 20, there is another level of skill that is required. The skill that started it may not be able to grow it. Yes. And most people, they get confused because they're wondering, but when I started this thing, we are making money. No, that skill is now obsolete. You need to upgrade the skill to the new level for what you seek now to be attracted. But guess what? Many people, they were so stubborn. They are not ready to build any skill. They say, we have been doing it since 2000. There's nothing you can tell us. This thing, you have been on it for a long time. They play. That is the problem. What skill set are you developing? Ability to negotiate is a skill set. If you want to create wealth, you must know how to negotiate. Because many people have lost a lot in life because they don't know how to negotiate. You know what I call the moment of truth? They ask you, how much are you going to collect? And people just go dumb. You know, that's a question that kills people and make people. Now that we have listened to you, how much is it? You say, well, I don't know how much you people want to pay. You know, I can spend 2 days teaching you how to negotiate. Negotiating, how to speak, how to look dumb. You know, there are some time, never make the first offer if you are not going to ask beyond what you want to collect. Hello, do you get what I just said now? Never make the best offer. It's a law of negotiation. So if you know that what I want to collect is 20 million, that is what I want to charge. I will say, well, and when you are asking the money, ask it with panache. Hello? Never feel intimidated naming your price because you send a signal to the world that feel you are not worthy of it. Huh? So people, you are shaking, you are fidgeting. You say, what is it? You are scratching your head. You say, all these things are symbols. They are signs that you don't even know what they are saying. And they are watching you. Because every organization has a negotiator. And many a time, if the deal is big, somebody is there watching you. He may not even be saying anything. He's just studying your physiology, studying how you are looking, studying your face, how whether you are fidgeting and everything. Somebody is watching. This guy is not sure. A friend of mine, many years ago, he got a job in one of the big telecoms in Nigeria. And when he got the job, the Arab people asked him, I think I'm talking about 14, 15 years ago, and he got a job and they asked him, how much do you want to collect as a salary? Because he was broke. Hello? He's a network engineer. Because he was broke, he just needed a way of escape. Are you getting what I'm saying? So they told him, how much do you want to? He just said, well, anything from 300 is fine. He said to me that the Arab woman stood up from where she was seated and she was crying, coming to him. I said, you mean you have that suffer for long? Hello? I'm telling you a true life story. My friend told me. He said, I mean, you have that suffer for that long? 300K? What do you want to do with that? And he said, the woman now said, I'm going to give you 600,000. Okay? So he felt it was a testimony. He was excited. He was, he was excited. He was happy. He went home. He told me. He even went to give testimony in church in their fellowship. I said, look at what God did for me. And he was fine, like, you know. And then he said he noticed that every time they're at work, his colleagues are always buying him food. Because one day they were just talking in passing. They now just talk there because the policy of the company, you can't tell the other person how much you are earning. But they're just talking. They have gotten close. You just told them in pass. Bro, I thank God they are giving me 600. He said, the other two guys. He told me that they look at him and say, wow, great, man. He said every day they will not give him work to do for them. They will say, you know, guy, when I'm coming, I will buy you lunch. Okay? He said, so he felt this is another blessing. Do you mean I will come to this organization? I will not buy food myself? He said for 1 year, his colleagues were buying him lunch every afternoon. That's a big deal. You know, they will just say, guy, this is your meal. What do you care for this afternoon? I'm going for lunch. He said, he said he was so busy at the work. He was just doing like, God, thank you. He said after 1 year, this guy's heart could not carry it again. They called him one day. He said, guy, come. How much do you say you earn again? He said that day he was confused because he was wondering what's going on. But you asked me the other time now. He said 600. He said, bro, you see, we are feeling somehow. Huh? We just think we should tell you. He said, how much do you think he earns? He was pointing. He said, the other guy said, he asked, how much do you think he earns? He said, he earns? He said, I can't guess. He said, I want to tell you, don't tell anybody. As you are looking at him, he earns 2 million every month. He said, me, I even earn more than him. Huh? Are you getting what I'm saying now? He earns 2 million. He said, me, I earn about 3 million. The same work, but different negotiation. Do you get the point now? The same work, different negotiation. The guy said for that day, he could not do anything. Even the lunch, he could not eat. They asked him for lunch, I don't want. I'm on, which kind of lunch are you giving me? You have scattered the table. You are talking about lunch. Is this lunch that I need now? He said he was doing the calculation. 600 to 2 million. 600 to 3 million. And I'm doing all this work. I'm even doing your own work to do my own. The guy now said, that's why we always buy you lunch. Because we felt how much does he make himself? Let's buy him lunch. Cannot cause any problem. Let's buy him lunch every day. For someone to bought you lunch for 1 year. Is that a joke? At work. The same company. He will ask you, what do you want to? Anything you want to eat, I will bring it for him. And he said he was happy. He was excited. Until when they told him. Guess what? He went back in a scopy way just to go and negotiate for a better salary. They only increased it to less than 1 million. He said the woman said something to him. He said, when you came, how much did you ask for? And he said that's what broke him down. The woman said, you even asked for lesser than what we are giving you. If we are wicked, you think we are going to give you that? And because he cannot utter that this is what my friends are earning, he just have to keep mute. He suffered like that till he left the company. Because he did not develop a skill of wealth, ability to negotiate. So you don't know what you are missing if you don't know how to negotiate. It's a top skill in life. So many people don't get what they want. They get what they negotiate for. So many people, you are wondering, like, why is this guy like this? It's not the same work we are doing. Where is he get all this money? Negotiation skills are different. So be deliberate about developing ability to negotiate. That is one of the skill sets you must have. Know how to communicate. Know how to negotiate. Know how to put people together to get things done. Your leadership ability is a wealth skill. So some of you don't know the skill of wealth you are developing now, even when you are leading a role in church and letting people get together to get things done. It's one of the skills to wealth. Because if you know how to make people get things done for you, you will go far in life. That's the truth. If you know how to make people get things done for you, you will go far in life. So many people say, I just like doing it. Oh, there is no solo wealthy man. There is no what? You say, I just like playing solo. No, it's a bread. Solo is a bread. You don't know? It's a bread size. It's very small like this. And it's solo. Just give me solo bread. And you are not a bread, my friend. You are a human being. So you don't want to do that. Learn to work with people. Learn to lead people. Learn to lead people. Learn to make people get things done on your behalf. Because let me tell you, that is what it takes to build an empire. You cannot run empire on your own. You run empire through people. You know, if you don't know how to work with people, I've been here now for 4 days. The business I'm running is running everywhere. You know why? Because people run it. Don't be afraid to work with people that are smarter than you. Because if you are the only smartest person in your business is on his way down, they must be smarter than you in some areas of the vision. You can only be smarter than them with the vision. If there is any way you are smarter than on your team, it's with the vision. You are smarter in the vision. You understand the vision back and forth. That means when they are going wrong, you say, guy, no, that's not the way. That's not the way we are going. That's not where we are going. This is where we are going. But in some skill sets, they have it better than you. You must know how to hire people. You must always be recruiting team anywhere you go. Let me tell you, I recruit team when I go to buy clothes in designer shop and I see the guy that is selling the clothes very well. I'll say, guy, you are doing well. By the way, can you tell me an idea? How much are you collecting here? Eh? The guy say, well, they are trying, paying us like 150. I say, is that your destiny? You see, I recruit like Jesus. Do you know that Jesus does not recruit an idle person? He always recruits someone that is on the job. Because a lazy man cannot be hardworking in your field. Someone that is already lazy cannot come to you and now be hardworking. You are the one deceiving yourself. You say, what have you done since you graduate? He said nothing. And you expect something when he comes. Hello? You are not going to get anything. He said, he has done nothing. You cannot get something. It's not possible. But we have graduated for 2 years. Well, I've not really gotten an official job, but this is what I've been doing, okay? I've developed this skill. I've volunteered in this organization because an hard-working person always work. A lazy person does not work. No matter the environment you put him, it will give you an excuse. And that is why there are 3 sets of people you must not hire. Hello? Do you want to get that? There are 3 sets of people you must not hire. You must not hire the slothful. Okay? Never hire the slothful. Number 2, never hire a stranger. Hello? Who is a stranger? A stranger is somebody who does not know the past of anything he has ever done before. Eh? He has never done anything. You have not tested him on anything. You just say, well, we need someone now. We need to hire. And number 3, don't hire the stupid. Hello? Don't hire those 3 people. They are dangerous. They will hurt you. You hire them, but they will hurt you. You hire them, they will destroy what you are building. You know why? Never hire the slothful. Never. As a way of testing people on their hard-working skill. You know what I do? If I hire you the first week, I will tell you to go and read a book of 200 pages. I will say next week we will see again. Hello? Will I come next week? You say, how many of you read now? Say, you see, this last week, really, I wanted to try. I just say, guy, can you excuse me, please? You know why? That guy is slothful. If you give him a project, he will not get it done. As you do one thing, that's how you do everything. So in other words, if you don't get that done, you can never get anything done. You must know how to test people. And that is why most of the time, you see, people did not deceive you. It is your erroneous judgment that deceive you. You have an erroneous judgment when you are hiring them. You are the one. It's not them. It's not that. But when I hired that, she wanted to work. She only wants to be paid. She does not want to work. You see, you are the one getting it wrong. You are getting it so wrong. Do you get the point now? So, ability to develop that skill set. That's how people build wealth. You are working in a company. Ability to be discreet. Clarity in communication. Ability to know how to take initiative. Do you know knowing how to take initiative is a skill? Yes, sir. Some people don't understand. It's a skill. That means knowing how to anticipate things is a skill. And every organization needs someone that knows how to anticipate. Like, okay, if you do this one now, what is the next thing? Because that's how people suggest ideas. This is how, I was thinking of something. That now that we are supplying this thing, what about this one? What about this one? Because that is a skill set. And that skill set can make someone come into an organization and after 1 year is in a management role. And the other person has been there all his life. And he said, but we are the 1 year now. There's one between productivity and longevity in an organization. You are here for long, but your success is not long. But somebody else is producing success for us. So develop skill sets. Develop skill set. Develop how to interpret things. Do you know knowing how to interpret things properly is a skill set? Because you cannot, business is not straight. Wealth creation is not straight. There are things that will happen that you don't fully understand, but you can interpret them in the way that it empowers you. That is the next skill you must develop if you want to build your asset. Because it is very important to you. Skill set. Know how to communicate, my friends. Please know how to communicate. I don't care the business. I don't care the career you are pursuing. Know how to present your ideas. They say, I need money. Money for what? Okay, tell us, what do you need the money for? He said, wait, I don't really know how to say it, but if I get the money, I will do it. My brother, how is that going to work? You don't know how to say it? If I give you the money, you are going to do. What are you going to do that you can't tell us so that we can give you the money? This money is not your father's money. It is our money. We want to invest in you. He said, I don't really like talking. I just like doing. I just want to do it. Let them just give me money. And somebody will say things like, I don't think somebody else, that is a limiting belief. I don't think somebody else can do it better than I. If I don't do it, I don't think it will be okay. How many things can you do? And you want to build wealth? How many things can you do on your own? You say, I must do it. After a while, you will be weary. And what was once a success becomes your frustration. Because now, can our PK counsel 200 people one day? But you now stand here and say, we're coming. What's your problem? After the 20th person, he start giving wrong advice. This MPK that is so precise. This MPK is now tired. He'll just be telling you, what do you say your problem is? He'll just be telling you, my brother, your problem is your problem. Then we say, I don't understand what PK is saying. BK is what? Tired. Because you see, no one builds wealth without leverage. And one of your biggest leverage in life is people. So you need to understand that. So that is a skill set that you need to develop. The first skill set is what? What is the first tool you need to have for building wealth? Mindset. What is the second one? Now this is the third one. Tool sets. Your tool sets. Now, so many people are working hard, but the vehicle in which they are using can never make them successful. You hear what I just said? Some people are working hard, they are working hard. Now, if they work hard, but the vehicle they are using can never make them successful. Because one, the vehicle you are using, if it does not have a leverage, you cannot be successful. If you cannot get a maximum result for a minimum effort, you can never be successful. So some people, they are not, see, let me tell you, most poor people are not lazy. Get me? Most broke people are not lazy. It's just like they are working hard on what is not working. Yeah. They're working hard. That is the danger of hard work. Because you can be working hard on what is not working. You're working hard at it. So that's why most time you get frustrated when somebody tell you, persist on it. You say, persist? Is that you are telling me? Because if all this one I've been doing is not persistent, what then is persistency? But it's your tool set. What vehicle are you using? Some of you, it's the business that you are doing. The model in which you are running the business is what you need to change. Because the way you are running the business and the model can never make you rich. If your business cannot serve more than 10 people, hello, and you are not collecting big money, hello, how do you want to be rich? You say, well, I'm a consultant. Okay, in your consultancy, how many people can you serve at the same time? So if you can only serve one person or two persons in a month, the question is, how much are they paying you? Now, because you are not looking, it's a mathematical certainty. When you look at that vehicle, it's suddenly dawned on you that if I continue like that, I will only be working hard. I'm not going anywhere. That's the truth. Everybody will see you in the morning that, wow, this guy is good. But you know that this thing is not leading me anywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying now? It's not leading me anywhere. So what do you want to do? You want a tool set that can give you 4 things. Number 1, your tool sets must give you 4 things. Number 1, you have created a meaning. A meaning. That means the message that your business is selling. Number 2, your tool set can reach multitude. Hello? Do you hear what I just said? Your tool set can do what? Reach what? Multitude. That means you can serve multitude of people. Do you know that in the Bible, Jesus hardly speaks to an individual? Have you not noticed it? Every time he speaks to an individual, it's because the individual can reach the crowd. Hello? Every time Jesus speaks, read your Bible, every time Jesus speaks to an individual, it's because that individual has access to the crowd. The Samaritan woman, she has access to the crowd. But outside of that, Jesus will only speak to the crowd. Hello? Now, 1 million from 1,000 people is how much? Come, talk to me now. 1 million from 1,000 people is how much? That's 1 billion naira. Hello? Now, that is the game of multitude. That means the moment you look at it and this product, we can deliver it at 1 million. How can we get 1,000 people this year to engage this product? in spite of ourselves, guess what? You have created wealth. But if I say, oh, I'm going to go about it myself, we are just going to do this thing, because strength can be overrated. Because we always think we always be strong. So so you have to look at your two sets. Okay, you are offering service, but what area of your service can you productize? Because when it comes to wealth, you have to rate it in 3 categories. I call it KPS. Hello? It's what? So it's a 2-set, KPS. The first one is, if you want to be rich, sell knowledge. Hello? If you want to be rich, sell what? That means there are many of you here, you are running a service, you are running a company, but there is a knowledge you have gathered in that running that can make more money for you than the business itself. Yeah. So, number 1, sell what? Knowledge. Number 2, sell products. Number 3, then sell service. Service is the lowest ladder if you want to be wealthy with a business. Because every time you are offering service, you are offering your time. Hello? Hello, do you understand what I just said? Every time you are offering service, you are doing what? Offering your time. It's your time you are offering, and when you are offering service. In other words, you want to charge premium for service. Hello? You want to serve premium for service. You want to serve high money for service. That means somebody say, PK, it is you that are you going to be show up? Your people are not coming. We would like you to be around. I say, really? Yes, I come around. It's just like for me to come around, it's 50 million. I say, PK, it's just about 3 hours. So, my brother, that's how we charge it. You know what I'm doing? I want to discourage you from wanting me. Because we have a knowledge that you can engage. We have a product that you can engage. Because if you say you are available, everybody wants you, and you can't reach everybody. Yeah. As a result of that, you are minimizing your wealth. Everybody wants you, but you can't reach everybody now. You can't reach everybody, and then you are minimizing your wealth. Because if you have 24 hours in a day, so what tool set are you using that can help you to maximize knowledge of your business? That can help you to productize what you are offering? Then you still have service, but it is premium. If you want us in service, we'll give you, but it is premium. So that is what happened. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So look at your model. The first thing you need to look at is the meaning. The second thing is the multitude. The third thing you need to look at again is the margin. Hello? The margin of what you are rendering to people. What is the margin in this thing? What is the margin? So I'm reaching the multitude. I have a meaning, I have a margin, and then the fourth one is multiple transactions. How can we get a multiple transaction? How many times are we going to get paid by one customer? Hello? How many times is one customer going to pay me? Every time you buy a SIM, they are thinking about your lifetime value. Because they know that averagely, person will use a SIM for a few years, isn't it? So that is what you want to do. Now, so listen, gentlemen, you have to look at these 3 tools. If you combine the mindset with skill set and tool set, you build an asset. And as a result of that, income follows asset. Therefore, the moment you create these 3 things, you have created an infrastructure of what we call assets. So if you are not building asset today, because asset will outlive you. Asset will keep making money for you when you're not making money. That is what an asset is. In other words, you are asking yourself, what is our skill set? What skill set can we borrow? What is the mindset? What tool set are we using? Some of you are already working hard. Hard work is not your problem. It's not that your tool set is wrong. You are using a wrong tool set. You have a right mindset. You have a right skill set. But guess what? Your tool set is not giving you leverage. Your tool set is not giving you what? Leverage. So you have to keep asking yourself, what tool set can I use? So you are a fashion designer. And you say, man, I don't understand. How can I apply this thing in my business? The first thing is realize that it is certain to run a fashion business without you sewing clothes. Hello, do you understand what I just said now? Yeah. You need to come and ask PK. You need to know that it is possible. Some of the biggest brands you are wearing in the world, they don't sew the clothes. They don't. They just draw it. Another skill set. They have drawn it. They will sell it because they know that how many clothes are we going to sell if we have to be sewing it ourselves. They think in numbers because there is wonders in numbers. So if you want financial wonders in your life, you must think numbers. How many people can we reach at the same time? That's why they want, oh yeah, you guys, give us 200 clothes, give us 2,000, give us 10,000. You know why? Because they want to spread it around the world. So you have to think like that. So you have to start with that understanding. Think of the two sets. Document your process of designing clothes. You say, no, if I don't design it, it cannot be. Let me tell you, there is no skill that is not transferable. There is no skill that is not transferable. How do you think big restaurants run a restaurant? Is it one person that is cooking the food everywhere? No, but there has a recipe and a mode of cooking it. In other words, whoever they hire follow that recipe. It follow the model. That is why it is through system you can replicate yourself. You can be in several places with a system because there is how to do it. How to do it must be followed to the letters. In other words, people follow how to do it and they create wealth. So ladies and gentlemen, today, I've been able to show you that asset is easy to build without making a mistake. All right? How many of you have seen this book? How many of you have it? How many of you have seen it? How many of you have it? No, pick it. This is your own. I forgot to drop it before. But let me show them again. How many of you have seen this book? You see, let me tell you, if you have seen this book and you have not gotten it, it means that you are joking with your mindset. Because if you want to shut up and collect the money, you cannot joke with this. And somebody said, Tade, 10,000. The truth of the matter is, if 10,000 is too much for you to invest in your mind, I wonder what kind of mind you have. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're leaving town tomorrow. You can pick this book, and I'm giving some few person exclusive. All right? If you have not gotten this one before and you have gotten it, if you have this book, I'm going to sign it for you. I'm going to autograph it for you, and I'm going to give you an exclusive time later tomorrow, whereby you can see me and ask me any question that you want concerning your business. Does that make sense at all? So if you have not done that yet, please, ladies and gentlemen, get this book today because it's going to help you. And you know what? You want to take part of me to your house. Yes. You don't want to leave this conference and I did not follow you home. Yes. It's wrong, my friend. It's very wrong. Tade must be in your house. So every time you look at the name alone, just say cash, cash, cash. It reminds you. You just say, Tade, shut up and collect the money. You say, stay hungry or go starving. Ladies and gentlemen, to be successful is not by force. It is a choice. But I believe that you have not come here to be in vain. So pick this book. I will autograph it for you. And I will give you exclusive time to see me later tomorrow for almost 30 minutes. And you'll be able to ask me anything. Okay? And that is what it is. I hope that makes sense to you today. Thank you. God bless.
All right. I think a round of applause again and again. That's a wonderful way to cap it up. But just before we leave tonight, we want to take 3 questions. 3. Pro bono. Ahead of tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, remember that tomorrow is the exclusive for those people who make those purchases for those books. Okay? And then you will be added also exclusively to the email newsletter where you will get consistent emails from Coach Tade Cash consistently. And it's going to be top nuggets that you'll be receiving every time from him. So do well to get to the back, get the books, okay? Get the books. Take a piece of Tade Cash to your house. It's wrong. If you don't take him to your house, it's wrong, okay? So 3 questions. 3 questions. Protocol team, 3 questions. 1 is going. Ask questions. It's a skill set. Okay? Learn how to ask good questions. 2, going. Where? Okay, at the back. 3. All right. So please, protocol, mark them. 1, 2, 3. Start with the lady first. Let's give ladies. All right, be fast. Be quick with your question and just straight to the point. He's already thanked. Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful session. So don't thank him again. Just ask. Go ahead.
Okay, so as believers, we live in the supernatural realm, but then we are living in natural realm, and there's something we call times and seasons of life. There are times where things are not going as rosy as it's supposed to be. So is it that, okay, like the story of the fig tree that was not productive and then it was cursed? Is it that, okay, during the season of sowing, you're meant to have, but in a little quantity, then the bounty, or there are some times that you will not have at all because it's the sowing season.
Okay, thank you. Sir, do you get a question?
Yes.
All right. So do we collate all of them? Yes. Number 2, please ask the question.
My question is with regards to how to make money.
I need to hear that. See that
You
voice.
made it very clear.
Where is that? Okay.
Go ahead, please. Go
I'm
ahead.
liking your
Time.
voice. I'm liking your voice.
Okay. So with regards to how to make money, you employ people or you keep around people who are smarter than you, but you have the vision of being smarter than them. I know very well that money is accepted even with debtors from the dirty sacks. And from this program, I'm leaving Jaws. Yes, I'm going to make money, and I must make it.
All right.
Whatever means, whatever way forward. But one thing there is this. I'm very certain. I don't have the correct imagination on how to get this money come my way. The right imagination I'm having is very minute. And I've been in this church going to the 5th. This is the 4th month. Next month will be 5th. Upper month will be 6th month. So
what's the question for me?
What's the
the
question?
question now
Yeah.
is this. Sir, how do I cultivate the right mindset to move in order to have the right people around me? Because all over, all my life, it has been the wrong man.
All right. All right.
So how do we go?
Thank you very
Awesome.
much.
I get
That's
the
number
question.
2. Number 3.
Number 3.
Hi, good evening. My first question is, when you find yourself at where you platoon, that is,
Like
you are,
two, right?
yeah, when you get to a particular stage and you are just there, so you have tried to do different things to just shift stage and it's still that way. Yeah, they have said capacity, you have read and everything, so, but it seems as if you are still platooning, right? Yeah, so that's my first question. How do you get out of that state?
All right.
Then my second question is, you talked about licensing yesterday. Yeah, so how can we go about licensing when you are using him as an example, how can we license what we do? So is there a legal process to it and every other stuff? So,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Over to you, sir.
So, Godfather, do you remember the first question?
So the first person was asking about seed and season, times
Okay.
and season, about
Okay, so
abundance
just
and-
be there. You're a co-answering
Okay,
person
sir.
with me. So the first thing is this. You don't need to get something twisted. What is the framework of season? You need to know. Season changed by insights. Hello? Season changed by insights. That means the moment you change your insight, your season has changed. In other words, most people, they are running after a changed season instead of embracing insights. Because insight is what directs seasons of life. So what you need to be looking for is, oh, Lord, change my season. No, it's a wrong prayer. What insight do I need to have? The moment you have insight, husband and wife, they're having issues at home all the time, and suddenly there is a new insight about how to run the home. Guess what? A season has changed. Now, you are always broke, and suddenly it dawned on you, an insight came to you that being broke is your fault. Hello? Yeah. And therefore, you need to do something different about your finances. Some people thought they have a spiritual problem. Rather, they have an habit problem. They spend all the money they are making, and they thought there is a spiritual problem somewhere that is draining the money. There is no devourer in life like foolishness.
No.
So the point is, the moment you gain that insight, something changes in your life. Something just changed. That season changed. Let me tell you, you can have 7 seasons in a year. You can have 10 seasons in a year. Because the moment your insight is changing, your season is changing. Your season is changing. Your season is changing. That means, what do you want to embrace? Season. Insight is what you want to embrace. Buy wisdom and sell it not. You know why? Because wisdom changed insight. It changed your insight level, and your insight level changed your season level. And that's what happened. The second thing about life that you need to know, the person that asked that question, is that when you are broke, you don't need balance. You need focus. Do you hear what I just said? When you are broke, you don't need balance. You need what? Focus. That means a lot of people, because balance is a season and focus is a season. You cannot have the two seasons at the same time. When you are in focus, you are out of balance. When you are in balance, you are out of focus. Okay? That means if I want to spend a lot of time now, all the time, so what do you want to do in your life? You don't need balance, you then need integration. So you need to know, these things go this way. This time I'm with my family. This time I'm doing what I need to do. This time I'm doing this. But some people that, I just need balance right now. It's a buzzword, right? In life I have to be balanced. Life is not designed to be balanced. The Bible says there is a day and there is a night. Is that balance? You know that life is not about balance, it's focus and integration. So I mean, if you want something, you need to focus on it. So know full well that what changes your season in life is your insight. Don't joke with insights about the life aspect of your life that you want to change. Because what you are missing is the insight. So you need it. You need it. How do you know that somebody has an insight? The life you want to live, someone is already living it. Don't think it as if it's a luck that they have that life. There is an insight they are operating in that is making it happen. So what do you want to do? You want to get closer to the person that is living the life that you are dreaming about. Because there is what we call transference of insights. By associating with someone. He said, he that walk with the wise shall be wise. And a companion of fools shall be what? Destroyed. In other words, if you want wisdom, walk with somebody that is wise in that area. Sometimes he doesn't need to tell you anything. Just see the way he's living his life. Take notes and begin to act it. You see that your life begin to change. My life is a testimony of insight from men that has gone ahead of me. Because I know how to observe, I know how to document, and I know how to improvise. That means if I'm with you, one day PK said something to me. I went to meet him in an hotel. You were there. And he said something to me that changed my life when I left that place. He said, he was saying it in person, the way PK talks. And he said, knowledge does not change people. Knowledge have to become habit for people to change. Hey, it was an insight for me. So I realized, okay, then I take it further in my life. I said, okay, if I want to create an habitat of success, I must take knowledge, a working knowledge. By consistency of practice, I turn it to an habit. By practicing that habit, I make it an habitat. And the moment it becomes an habitat, it becomes my life. So I left that place with a new mindset about things. You know why? Sometimes you need to be, when you are down in a season, be mindful of who you are listening to. Because at that moment, you need to listen to the people that are in the place where you want to go. Because that's how they draw you out of the place. Don't be going around people that are not consoling your situation. And say, it's just a time. Don't worry, God is testing you. But this time is done. God does not test man with what he hates. So you need to understand that. I hope that makes sense to you, my friend. Thank you. So second one, please.
All right. The second person asks, how can he boost his imagination? Okay,
my brother, I heard you so well. And I want to tell you something. The hardest way to make money is to do something wrong for it. Do you hear what I just said? Do you hear what I just said? The hardest way to make money is to do something wrong for it. Because you cannot deceive your conscience. Do you hear what I'm saying now? That is why when somebody do something wrong for money and he's standing, just the way my brother is sitting down there, maybe I've done something wrong for money and he's looking at me, he's intense, he's receiving what I'm saying. I would think, has he find out? Yes. Because the way he's looking at me, I'm not even thinking he's learning. I'm saying, it's like he knows. The way he's looking at me now. But that's what happened. Many things are involved when you do the wrong thing. And this is what happened. Your friendship are the people you attract. They are not necessary. So if I look at my life and everybody I call a friend, they are wrong. It's not about them, it's about me. So what I need to change is me, not them. Because if I change me, what I attract will change. The moment I change me, what I am attracting is going to change. You see, you cannot be different and be attracting another kind of people in your life. No. You cannot be kind all the time, and all the people you are attracting in your life, they are cruel. Something is wrong with your kindness. It's like you are naive. You don't even know what your life is. Because how can you be that kind? And all the people, the Bible says, a liar listens to lies. It said a wicked man listens to wicked people. It means that who I'm comfortable listening to reveals me. You don't get what I just said? That means who you are comfortable listening to reveals you, not them. That means somebody is always lying and you're happy with them. Say, my guy, it's just a part of the way he jokes. Hello. It shows that is internally, that is you. So what I want to say to you, my friend, is that come to that understanding that it's not about them, because thinking that why things are not working for you is because of other, keep you in bitterness. It makes you bitter. Like you're like, why are all these people around me? Why all this? That's number one. The next thing, you're talking about imagination. You see, let me tell you, if you have engaged in the wrong imagination for long and you want the right imagination, it's hard work. But you can do it. But it's hard work, because every time you want to go in the right direction, you begin to notice that that other life is drawing you back. Say, well, why are you thinking? Do you think you can make that kind of money? Well, you don't deceive yourself and settle to where you are. So what you do is that you tell yourself, new imagination is my new commitment. And it's my duty to think the right thing about myself. Because this is what you have to tell yourself. It is an injustice to self to be imagining you cannot do well. It's an injustice to self for you to be imagining that you cannot do well. It's an injustice to yourself to be imagining that you will start a business and it will not work. It's an injustice to yourself that you will own a family and the family will not have a breakthrough. It's an injustice to you. So the first thing you want to do is that you want to stop being unjust to yourself. How do you do that? You will think the right thing. In the course of doing the right thing, will the wrong thing come to you? Yes. But you know what I do? This is what I say to myself. When a funny thought flashes my mind, I say, this is unlike me. I don't think this one. Okay? You see, learn to talk to yourself all the time, because you are telling yourself, no, this is unlike me. No, flash away, flash away. Talk to yourself. Sometimes just tell yourself, excuse me, thought, excuse me. You just go on. You know why? Because it will flash back. But the moment you are telling yourself it's not for me, after a while, the thought begins to lose its potency, because you notice that you are not giving it a place in your life. But when it comes, begin to contemplate it. It could be true or truly. Oh, can I really make it? I'm just lying to myself. Now, that is what you need to do, my brother. And in imagination, remember what I said in terms of mindset. Association also affects imagination. If you are in church, be deliberate. Look at the right people. Be around them. You don't need to talk when they are there. Just listen to them. Listen to people. Listen to people. And when you listen to them, don't just listen to them. Go back and test. Let me tell you, the best way to grow is to prove me wrong for what I've told you. Okay, you don't get what I just said. That is the best way to grow. That means when I'm in a class like you and somebody says something, I don't always believe. I'll just say, well, it could be true or not. But how will I know it is true if I don't test it? So what you are now saying, I will leave the meeting. I have a bias for action. I will go out and test what he said. He said, we can make money if you call 100 people. I will begin to look for a list of 100 people. And see, I want to prove you wrong that what you said. After a while, I will now be humble. Say, PK is right too. I've not even caught 20. I've made money. You see, no matter what anybody said about what PK said, I have tested it. The reason why most of you doubt easily is because you don't experiment with what you know. That's why anything that somebody says, you begin to doubt. Why? Because you only have a head knowledge. You have not practiced it. If you have practiced something, no matter what somebody is saying, you cannot doubt what you are proving. Hello? You cannot doubt what you are proving. No matter who is talking, you just be looking at them and say, I thought this man is wise. Oh, I didn't know he's not that wise. You know why? Because you have tested that thing. You cannot doubt what you have experimented. You know it. The Bible says, it's what our hand have touched. What we have handled, we have tested it. He said, we bring unto you. It means that we have tested it. You cannot dissuade me out of it. No matter, you will be talking, I will not disagree, but I will move it on. I say, this man does not know something. But brother, that's what I'm saying to you. But let me tell you, from the man that I see in you, you are resilient. All you need to do is to apply your resilience to the right thing. Let me tell you, the moment you do that, prove me wrong by this time next year. Look for the right thing. Develop the right skill sets. Begin to use your imagination and tell yourself, whatever it takes, in the context of morality, integrity, I am going to succeed. Let me tell you, life cannot deny a man that says he's not going nowhere. The moment you say life is me and you, life will say, because life is want to prove you whether you truly want what you say you want. Most of all, the reason why we don't have things is because we don't truly want what we say we want. We just wish for it. Life always tests us. And that's why most people think, life tests you. Because if life responds to every wish, there will be trouble. That's why life don't respond to wish, it responds to a must. So you must focus and say, I want it. And life will get to a point and say, truly, she wants it. She has been dissuaded a couple of times. She wants it. My friend, I got married 8 years after I married. I did not have babies. Hello? The 8th year is when we have babies. Guess what? But every time I go to a doctor, the doctor will say, I don't know what is wrong with you. I say, doctor, I believe you. But for the first time, I don't think you are saying well. Hello? Because it is, I'm sold on it that I am not barren. I'm sold on it. And I told my wife, I said, baby, no, you are going to have twins, not one. Hello? And at the 8th year when we had the baby, we have 2 boys. You know why? Because I am fully persuaded. He said, nothing can dissuade me from me. Even the doctor cannot. He said, that is where you need to get to in your life. Nobody can dissuade you from what you have been sold on. Nobody, not living or dead. Because the moment you are sold on it, life submits to you. And that's why many people are still looking at it, because you are not really sold. From the way you are talking, I know you are not sold on this thing. Doctor will say one thing, I will say, doctor, my babe, let's go now. This one, he has not seen well. Huh? Because I am sold. Is it that doctor is lying? No. Based on his own terminology, he's not lying. But based on my own reality, he's not telling the truth. You may not be lying and you may not be telling the truth. Hello? You may not be lying and you may not be telling the truth. My brother, that is the game. Be sold on that idea and it will change your life. The third one.
Asked about license. The second question was how to go about legally licensing.
And he said if you are in a low state, right? When you plateau. So what do you do when you get to a point in your life when things that you are working is not working? That seems to be like the right question. You have done everything you can do. And you look as if I'm trying. I am trying, but this thing is not still producing for me. I have been on this thing. I've read the book they say I should read. The first thing you should do is to tell yourself the truth. Hello? You tell yourself the truth. Truth always pisses you off before it sets you free. So you come to terms and say, guys, why is it that this thing that Mr. A and Mr. B is doing is working? I am doing it and it's not working. What is the problem? The problem in Nigeria and in Africa is that, in Nigeria in particular, is that because I'm in a related business with someone else and the person is succeeding and I am not succeeding, I think there is something mysterious the person is doing that I am not doing. It's a lie. There's an higher level of awareness that you need to have that the person has that you don't have. So what you need to do is that learn to respect wisdom and submit to it. And your season will quickly change. So that means if you want to change something and you have been working on it and it's not changing and somebody is working it and it's working, submit to that wisdom. I say, guy, I've been trying this, but it's not producing. What do you think the way out? The person say, really? Because it's what we call transference of spirits. Hello? Somebody can transfer his spirit of success to you and say, because the person cannot imagine him handling that thing and it's not working. Okay? So now, because I've come to you and I've submitted to you, let me tell you, I wanted to meet some people one day. And a friend of mine is producing that level of result. And I told him I want to see him. He's my friend, though. We see normally. But because I knew what I wanted is something, that I need him to transfer something to me. I paid him. Hello? I paid him. He's my friend, though. I said, guy, I'm going to give you 1 million. I need you to talk to me about this thing. Now, somebody will look as if he's stupid. No, I knew what I want. I don't want him to talk to me on a surface level. I don't need all this conversation that you'll be talking and say, this thing. No, I don't need it. Tell me the thing. Tell me, how are you doing this thing? And when I gave it, the guy said, Daddy, I was shocked that you could pay me. He said, Daddy, come on, I'm going to show you something. He now told me what he has never said to me before. He's now beginning to show me something. And I say, because Daddy, this is how this thing works. So, if you do this thing like this, I know you have been doing it like this. But I've been sitting down with this guy. You'll be telling me you're trying, my guy. You see, that's what is happening to so many people. So you think you are there, but you must come to a time. Learn to pay to play. It may not be that much, but you look at, if you see someone that asks what you want, respect it and sow into it. It doesn't, let me tell you, there's something that PK knows, and I will just come and say, PK, I want this thing, but I don't have so much, but I want to pay for it. You see, the soul of him knows that you honor. It's not the money, because money is only a symbol of honor. It shows that this guy really honor this thing. There is a way we talk to you about it. That your life, remember, insight change season. There is an insight is going to give you at that moment that you are going to experiment with that will change your life. Do you understand that? So the next thing you're talking about is nine sensing. You see, what is nine sensing? It's not a big deal. Nine sensing means that what you are doing, that you have mastered, you have documented, other people. For instance, I have a program called Closers Checklist. I use it to train organizations on how to close deals, high-ticket deals. I have developed this skill set. What happened is that I now train other people and give them certificate to go and do the same training and pay me percentage of the money. Hello? That means they can train people everywhere. I've licensed my skill to them. Like, guy, this same skill that I've taught you, yeah, take it. I will certify you on it. Go and train every other person. I will even recommend you and say, guy, because I cannot train everybody. So that is the same thing that you have. What is the skill that you have? You can know how to teach tech. You know what? You can systemize your teaching. That you don't have to be the one that is always teaching. Somebody else can be licensed to teach your course. Is that not what some schools in the UK have done? They have licensed how to do some of the things they have done, and they will give you the license. You will be paying them. It's not that hard. It's not that complex. It's just like the first thing is develop a system for whatever you're doing. Whatever you have succeeded at, there is a system in it. What you just need to do is to document it. When you document it, you don't delegate your skill, replicate it. Do you hear what I just said? Don't delegate it. Most of us will delegate. Okay, don't delegate it, replicate it. It means that you can multiply it. You say, man, do you know John C. Maxwell? Do you know John C. Maxwell? Have you seen what that man has done with leadership? He has certified leadership all around the world. I mean, people were paying him to be a leader. Guess what they are using? His books. You are using his book to teach other people, and you are paying for it. You're only as limited as your imagination. So that means that which you have done well, document it, systemize it, it's working, you can license it. Because other people want to learn it. You say, well, how many of you would like to do what I do? They will say, raise your hand. He said, God, I can train all of you. I can certify you to do the same thing. Okay? I will show you the marketing plan. I will show you how to get the customers. And every year, whatever you make, you just give me 10% of it. Everybody is happy. All right? It's called nine sensing. We don't exploit this in Nigeria because most of us are not systemic in our thinking. Some businesses today, some tech company in Nigeria, they are supposed to be making more money from nine sensing. They are running around to want to be doing some work for some people. You don't need to go to some states. Why not begin to develop some other people and license them to begin? We get more deals, they go and do it. But we get paid, we pay them. They were licensed engineer. Hello? Who told you can't have a licensed engineer? You can. So that is what he's asking for, and that is applicable in everyone. Your skill that everybody is thanking you for that you are good at. How many people have you trained on it? Now, you have even trained some people free, and they are even doing the same thing for free now. The same skill that you have, let me just see, it's not hard now, complex. Let me just show you. You can license it, and everything will be fine. Does that make sense to you? Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Please, a better round of applause for Coach Tade Cash. Amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone. Just a quick notice before we get going tonight. Tomorrow, regularly we have 2 services here in the New Covenant Church. But tomorrow, we're only going to have 1 service, and it starts for 8 a.m. So you want to do well to be on time and to be here. And if you cannot probably be here, we'll encourage you to live stream nccjos.org/listen live. Listen-live. They'll probably project it around us, okay? So if you cannot come, please do that to listen. But we'll really encourage you to come, to be here by 8 a.m., not 8:10. 8 a.m. We want you to be here. All right. There are buses already ready to convey people tonight to different routes. Again, do well to listen to the people who are going to be directing you, because they will lead you to the right bus that you should take that will be going your destination. Thank you so much for being a part of us tonight. The books are back there. Do well to get them. Let me just quickly say this. Coach Tade's email newsletter is tadecash.substack.com. tadecash.substack.com. Substack, SUBSTACK.com. Tadecash, TADECASH.SUBSTACK.com. steadycash.com. His website is steadycash.com. Very easy and straightforward. Please do well to connect and communicate. And thank you so much for being a part of day 3. Tomorrow is the grand finale. See you tomorrow. Bye.